we're back.
Fancy seeing you here, Trace.
I had this horrible nightmare that Fnatic just got 16 forward on their map pick, and oh, wait, what's going on? It's Nuke. Oh, God, it was real. Here it is. It's fast outside for Complexity, and Obo opening up. It is actually JW to get the first kill, and Golden keeps it in the advantage of the Swedes. But outside control lost, and with players already down secret, Flusher has been dispatched to deal with this situation.
Back out from secret and back to the garage. Cole have so much room, so much real estate, but they've lost lobby in the process. Rush, getting rushed by the dual Berettas of Brolin. Love that. Not that, though. Flusher losing all the utility in kit for his team as he gets one tap with the P250. Brolin goes back to A, which is locked down. Cole might want B after they've killed Flusher. Losing lobby, getting a kill lower. That's temptation. And Cole, B is their destination. The bomb coming a little bit behind. Poison needs to pull his gun out because Golden is clearing the corner, and timing is everything here. Great shot. But now Fnatic know. Now they can throw rotations down at the B bomb site. They've seen two players, and they've heard two shots fire, and they've had two teammates die.
Yeah, Poison's just, you know, kind of surgical with this P250. It's actually got to not be a good feeling there for the side of Fnatic. That 2-on-2 retake is going to come with responsibility for Crims and Brolin. Here comes Brolin. They're going to double peek him, and the dualies do absolutely nothing that they're supposed to. That silence USP does. This leads us in a 1v1. Crims does have a kit, and he's going to go for the kill straight up outright. Gets it. Blame F has faltered, and that's going to give Fnatic their first round on this map, albeit the first round in this map. What's up now, Swedes? Woo!
Cole probably force here, I'm imagining, right? Bomb plant and pistol, their map pick. T-side start, breaking the money. Sounds tempting indeed. And yeah, Poison's got the AK. Maybe they're going to eco around this one weapon, though. Don't see heavy investments behind it. So also a nice idea. We'll delay Poison's AWP for some time, but that's fine.
See, if it were us, everybody would just buy immediately and not even talk about it or consult one another.
Yeah.
And that's
because we're all on the same page, man. We're like a well-oiled machine.
A well-oiled, rusty tractor.
We've oiled it up as much as we can, but it don't stop it being an old, rusty tractor. Yep. And, well, might be Flusher doing some farming in this round. Molly's going to force them through, and Obo didn't want to have to go, but I guess he wasn't really left with any other choice. Thanks, Flusher. And now, Crims moving into ramp to take up this position of his fallen teammate. Going to take down another. Poison here with the AK. Not seeing anything yet. Does at least have that bomb retrieved. While this is happening, Blame has actually snuck through the A site, down the vents, and Crims, oh, he's going to go back and check it. Already a much better start from Crims than Mirage.
Yeah. Poison's shown the bomb at B. Two players there for Fnatic. He runs right back up to that top site. But actually, it's open. Brolin's in lobby, and he's flanking. Oh, dear. He's going to make his decision to go back to A as he now realizes that's where Poison could and should be. Dropping into the site. Plant. Oh, it's coming through. Brolin's going to sprint at the last second and stop it. Nice stuff for Brolin. Oh, dear. Got messy for Complexity down in the B halls, but...
It's like he's got a crick in his neck. Not to be confused with a creek in his neck, which would be two totally different things, I guess.
They need a new chiropractor, you know, bash that one back into shape.
Good old chiropractor.
Chiropractor.
Yeah, I flew in one of those one time.
Was it well-oiled or rusty?
No, it was rusty and mildly terrifying.
2-0 for Fnatic. Cole buying in round 3. They got the bomb plant, so temptation strikes again. Fast outdoor, or rather, Obo's going in with a Mac-10. He's already crossed round. Brolin can line up too, but Obo from the side, taking him down. It's still a costly round. Crims even spams him through the center of the site. You don't see that every day. And through the smoke as well. Dear, oh dear, this has not gone the way that Cole hoped. Two players, they are in the site. Fnatic are trapped, but that one way allows JW to go right through, and he's going to look down and deal death to Poison. Blame F alone in a 1-on-4. This ain't Mirage anymore.
No, you're right. It's Complexity's pick of Nuke on their T side. And as you can tell, it's gone off to a swimming start here.
Uh-oh, yeah.
Swimming in the flames and then catching dualies. It's not how you want to go out if you're Blame F, but it had to happen at some point. It was insurmountable odds almost. Look at that lineup. It's just unfortunate because Obo gets in the site. He has all that room to run, and then, you know, ultimately not being able to clear it out kind of sets his two teammates up for what is a lineup in a fatal funnel, also known as a doorway. For all you hipsters out there. Like Harry.
Yeah, man. I used to call it the fatal funnel before. It was cool.
Yeah. Golden taps config outside.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got a ring to it. How's he managed that then? How's he done that? Gets down the vent, does rush. He can't even believe it. He's looking back up the vent. Like, surely I haven't just got away with this. But he has. Better believe it. Rush now down in the B site, and they have...
He's going for a knife.
Oh, JW gets his first knife in the game, and it's on to Blame F, no less.
He let him cross red and then walks behind him and pulls out the stabber.
The stabber.
Yep.
Not to be confused with the dabber, which none of you should be doing, is dabbing.
Oh, Hugo just dabbed.
Hugo actually just dabbed. Unacceptable.
No evidence. Race now swinging his dab hands left and right, and so is Poison. He's burning in the fire and flames. Yeah, I want to see that knife again for JW. Right, I could see him creeping up on the X-ray, just creeping up behind red. Look at this. Make sure there's no one behind, and boom, right in the back. This is a great start for Fnatic. Everything is swung back in their favor now, finally. Will Complexity have the answers? Keep in mind, in these 4 rounds, Cole's buy is a bit back and forth, a bit weird, right? They've been investing, you know, with SMGs and rifles, mixed weapons, hero AKs. So this is the first 5 AK buy they've actually shown us. This should be their chance to get on the board. Will Fnatic allow it? Ooh. Double molly.
We got these like angled outside smokes that give you the option to cross secret or wait for a main crunch. Emphasis on the unch, as now they get down into secret with those smokes fading. They leave a man outside, and they are going to try and wrap into garage, actually. JW waiting passively back in CT. Poison clearing out main as well. There are 2 players inside of this site. Still don't know about JW. He's been waiting very, very patiently back in CT spawn. Now with the swing, they're more than aware. He doesn't quite get away with the kill, but he's brought Poison down low. Flash is going to send JW out of there, and Config this whole time has shrunk himself down to the size of a small mammal, hidden, and that there is a free kill onto JW from Config.
Could go heaven here. He's just hanging around Hellside. Cole, 30 seconds to take A by the looks of things. They're putting pressure on main. Russian lobby. Here come the flashes. Brolin jumping. They might have heard it. Crims has killed Poison in the meantime. And now comes the push. They do check it. They knew after all. Crims hiding in the site. There's nowhere else where he can be. Rush finds him from the lobby. Turns back to catch the ramp aggression. And there's one more wave of that as Flusher pushes it in through Trophy right now. Rush has retreated to the safety of the back lobby position. And this is Cole's round through and through. Flusher hoping for damage. And nothing getting bestowed upon him. It's Cole finding their first. Lovely play towards CT, right? JW definitely misses a trick by not getting that kill into Poison early. If he does, maybe things are better for Fnatic, but... Oh dear, Flusher's getting run down after 1. The grenade comes in late, and Rush with a 3K. Lovely stuff on the lobby lurk. Deals with the aggression in the flank as well. And I love that flash thrown in here to allow Config just to pop up into JW. I mean, he got through anyway. Flash or no flash, he would have caught that dude off guard. But a flashy round for Cole to find their first.
Speaking of flashy, Phil's birthday, man. Zipex. Happy birthday.
Nice. Got Astralis playing later. Yeah, obviously not with Zipex, but...
It's true, against Mouse Sports.
Well, that would be a bit of a birthday treat if Astralis took that one away. Nice nade. Whoa. Crims dunking down Cole, hitting almost everyone outside. They will get the bomb down B. Crims is pre-rotated through vent. He's got a Molotov to stop this. Rush is throwing in flashes through the rafters. Crims, time to shine.
Oh, good timing on the swing, but he does get tagged. And now Crims in a world of hurt. They are all around him. Config doesn't fare well, but Poison is there to keep that in the advantage of Complexity. There's a spot of weirdness going on with Brolin being up here on T-Roof. And still close to the ramp is Flusher with the AWP. This is not where the AWP is often used. But here he is using it anyway. And that's why it's not often used here.
Not ideal.
Brolin's outside flank. Yeah, this could be good. This could be big. He's lining up a double, and there it is. The bomb now dropped as well.
Rut-row, 2v2. Blame F on 11 HP. Rush somehow has snatched the bomb right out from underneath the nose of Fnatic. He's going to plant for heaven. Blame holding an AWP angle here on Mini. There's the shot, and it lands. Just JW, 1-on-2. Blame still very, very low. He's going to find Rush. JW sets himself up for success so far. Again, Blame low on AWP. Smoke towards the door is going to force a fight here for Blame. If he wants to go for it, if he swings really fast, he's got to do it from the hut. JW taps the bomb, and Blame hasn't moved. Rightfully so. Now JW has the information. He's going to stick it. There's no way he gets off of it this time. Blame not going to go for it. He knows the jig is up. 5-1. Fnatic put a 5th one on the board, and well, for Blame, he holds on to the op. He gets 3 kills in the round, and bomb plant for Complexity, but that is just about all she wrote there for that.
Yeah, fair enough for Blame, right? Like, he probably couldn't have won that even if he ran out. JW, if he's walking, he has no time. If he's running, JW hears and he gets off the bomb and kills him. There was time for that as well. So, nice try from Blame. Great round. Catching Flusher in that smoke fade, going off the no-scope.
I think we had the Fnatic mom section there. Could be wrong.
Shout out esports moms.
Anything that you'd like to say to them in particular, Hugo Byron?
No, other than keep supporting esports players, dude. It's always nice. You know, we got so many young guys, even like Brolin as an example. We know his family are very supportive. He came in through gamers.
Nobo's 17, right?
Yeah, another great example.
You know, a transcontinental life.
Yeah.
Interesting times out here. Complexity. Showing us what they've got, but on Nuke.
Oh, Brolin
started properly. Speaking of the 17-year-old, him and Config are going to team up. They're going to take control of the Squeaky. Crims pushes Hut on the back of that and finds himself a kill and a poison. Obo is so slick with it, man. It's unfair. Crims gets headshot, and so does Config. Obo continues his tear. That's 3 in the round for him, and Rush will mop up the remaining kill, putting a 2nd on the board for Complexity. Complexity really want to drive this one home. They would love to end this series out 2-0. Not only is it ease of mind, but it's a statement game at that point after you've convincingly destroyed on the first map.
Yeah, you've 2-0 Astralis, so 2-0 Fnatic. That's certainly doable for Cole here, and especially on their map pick. Great reaction after they get those door kills. They know Crims is in Hut, so instead of trying to fight him for the lobby control, they go, all right, you want lobby? Have it. We'll take A. And they swap, and they just basically force him into the Hut, and he has to stay there, gets hard peeked by Obo. Good stuff. All back out for Cole. None for Fnatic. No guns, pistols. Which, yeah, it's technically our guns, if you want to call me out on that one, but...
yeah, I mean, you know, technically, yeah.
I wouldn't call it a gun buy, that's for sure. More of an eco. Back to late smokes outside here for Cole. Always a go-to when you're up against pistols, right? Getting given all this room. Fnatic aren't really going to fight too heavily to stop you crossing, and so Blame, he wants to take the fight before the smokes pop, and now they pop, so no more fights. Flash into secret, and he goes back. Lurking outside, maybe coming in through main on this top site hit. There are 4 players here for Fnatic. JW already tagged, but everyone else pretty healthy. And I mean, even with this stack, you'd like to think Cole could deal with this, right? If they have good utility, they molly out certain positions, they get their flashbangs in, but they're not really rushing. They're waiting to see if Fnatic react to these outside smokes, and they have not.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, it felt like it could happen, but we didn't expect it to. Brolin not happy about it, and he's come alive up in heaven, 2 on the Deagle, and now that's where Fnatic say, yeah, let's start crunching on these fools. Blame out from main, but slowed down. Config out of ammo, and a man close in the sight. He does manage to deal with him on the Glock. Golden all alone and finished off by Blame. Brolin makes that a lot closer than it ever should have been with two fantastic deegs from Heaven.
That's, yeah, great stuff. And then because Cole are like, oh, we need to get out into A quick, let's trade these kills, we know where they are. Well, they haven't considered the player above them. They didn't know there were two on default either. And so that almost falls apart for them in a 2-on-4. They restore and they recover, but scary stuff. Fnatic, good eco. Now time to do it with the buy round. Smokes outside again. These ones are early. They're coming down full force. JW in main and Golden in the garage. Rush, is he going to try the vent dive again? That's a risky move into a rifle round. He puts the pressure on. He puts the doubt in the mind of Fnatic, but Crims has a gap in the smoke. He can see that no one's down, but did they come down with the flashes? JW has to go and find out by clearing lower. Flusher holding onto ramp with the Molotov ready. Not spotted the cross yet, but he's ready to throw it down at the perfect time. Spray with the UMP, and he gets away with one. He can't really jump off the railing because it could easily catch him, but he just goes for it with the flashes, hoping Cole don't take him down, and they don't. AK thrown out of there by Poison. Smart stuff, not wanting to give away the gun to aggressing Flusher on ramp. Cole go back towards A instead.
Yeah, there's a lot more answers from Fnatic already here on Nuke, though, right? And that's definitely helped by a more stable performance across the board. On the back of ramp going silent, I wonder if Fnatic are going to push this. And, well, there we go. There's our answer. They're pushing it. They're pushing ramp. Flusher getting this information that it's got to be outside or A, and he's even arriving. They do deal with Flusher. And that's now put, like, this seed of imagination in the mind of complexity that this could lead. It's down through the vent. That's a risky one to go for.
It's a rush.
Yeah, Crims gets spam as damage off and kills two. Rush has to go back for the bomb. Golden's already B as well, and Rush isn't even considering it. 18 on the clock. Blame has to run and win this one-on-one. And when he does, Brolin just drops vent. So more pressure for Blame. He needs an immediate kill, and he can't get it. Golden shuts it out, and Fnatic find a sixth. Yeah, definitely more solutions for Fnatic, right? They were lower early because of the outside smokes that Cole threw at the start, right? That forced two rotates down B, and Cole didn't really consider it in the last few seconds. Great spray from Crims. Look at those two kills. He gets through the wall. And Golden holding strong as the solo B player as well. Fnatic not giving this one away for free.
He's in a fast A play this time around. It certainly looks like it. The flashes, they're good, but it only nets one kill for complexity. Ooh. Poison actually dealing with Golden. Obo able to cross into the site, but just barely. Blame now dropping late into main has put this back in the advantage of Cole. And Poison following up with another. It's only Crims left, and they know exactly where he is. This site plant can come in. And for Crims, pretty rough spot, especially with Poison now joining Blame outside there and ready to trade. And that's exactly what he does. They just double swing. They don't give Crims the room. And now, finally, if you're Complexity, it felt like it's been a decade since you've ever been in this position, but you're actually in a spot now where you've broken the Fnatic money. You know, we saw the last time this happened, they got a little bit close with Brolin's Deeg and Flush's USP.
I love the main drop there from Blame as well, right? When enough pressure has been put on A and Crims has been smoked off, he's not even considering an outside player so late, and Blame just falls in from above and takes it back. Low economy indeed, but Fnatic actually put everything into this one. They want to break Cole back, and this buy would be the one to do it. Brolin with a shotgun, Obo holding. Oh, he's just moved away. It still gets the kill somehow, some way. And that's, yeah, catastrophe for Fnatic. One of the top performers down with the only real weapon they had to show for it. Crims will pick it up, and JW comes from below. Config looking at Garage right now. Timing could get the better of him if JW decides to peek, but Golden instead finds one with a Deeg. Won't go for the gun. JW's in the back line, and he's got two as well. The earlier damage done by Flusher finished off, and JW once more, he might take it as well for JW.
Wepa, JW. Slow down, my friend. That Deagle comes to life from Secret. Very unsuspected there from Complexity. You could just tell.
Yeah, and that's huge for Fnatic as well, who would have been double eco, and Cole likely would have had like an 8-9 round T-side off the back of that. But now Fnatic have actually broken Cole's money right back. That's a huge round for JW. The consequences are there, and look at the buy for Cole. It's weak.
It's kind of ugly even. Poison just getting rushed. Golden's picked up the pace outside. And they're not even able to trade. He does get away. He does. It's fine. It's all under control. Flame now retrieving the scout, but Golden still thirsting for frags out here in main. Gets rushed down by Config. Crims, he was inspired by Brolin's auto shotgun, and he's like, here, kid, let me show you how to use it. He puts up one before Config trades. Rush playing the grossest angle that exists in Counter-Strike. Let's see it one more time, as he's actually going to drop down to try and help out, but Blame's already been deleted, and there we go, Rush emerging. Leaves it all on JW again. Can he be the undoer of complexity? He hears the footsteps. Rush not even considering that there could be a player in the site. And Config's not here. So that's a free kill for JW, and now into a 1v1. Config's mollied out. JW just sticking the defuse, gets off of it. It's all a ruse.
That could have been
for this peak. I think it could have been, right? Because now Config's like, well, he ain't defusing. There's a smoke down, but that's not as ideal as it might feel. JW's just sticking the bomb, and it's not going to happen. JW wins out another big round for Fnatic. You can see why Hugo chose him as the man to keep an eye on.
Yeah, 13-37 score. He's elite right now, Harry. Yeah, I don't know. Complexity, that's a weird one. JW had 2 chances to stick that bomb. He could have won that round twice over, but he will only take 8 for Fnatic, not 9. Good stuff, like nice stick, but Complexity have been calling the bluffs on these 1v1 defusers. Think back to Blame in the Hut. That situation was different. He had an AWP and 10 health, so it did make a lot of sense, and the bomb wasn't planted for him. But Config had a chance to cause commotion there. Obviously, after the Molotov, nothing he could do if JW sticked it with a fire, apart from run through and likely perish in it. Whether he gets the kill is up to him. And now Cole are broken. They may have got the plant for a bit more money, but that money has just afforded them deagles on an otherwise flat eco. And this should be a great CT side for Fnatic. I always speak too soon, though, don't I? JW dropped immediately. Surely the deagles won't get out of control here, though.
Yeah, that's how it's looking. Much better look from Fnatic here on Nuke.
It's still early days, especially for Obo. Not so early. In fact, it's going to be Golden. That's to toe the line inside of the mini garage. It's going to give Rush a weapon, a valuable one at that. Because he's damn sure going to need this tool.
So he's got 2 bullets in the deagle. And 1 in the M4, I think.
But there's only 2 people alive, so...
Exactly. So in theory, he's got more than enough bullets. He's got 2 for them and then 1 for him if it gets real dire here in this clutch. Flusher is pushing him. Flush is just not even waiting.
Is he going to check it, though?
Oh, Rush.
Joking.
What is the... Oh, no!
Dear.
How's that happened? How do Fnatic have this happen every single game? It's like I don't even get it. I don't even get it. It's like they're blessed by the knife gods.
Yes, all hail the one true knife god.
Here he is.
What? That's just... Oh.
I'll just turn around. Oh, there you go. Here you go.
I love how he always goes for the left click. I know it does more damage in the back anyway, but like, if Rush is full health...
Look at Golden's reaction. Golden puts his hand on his chest, like deep in hell. I can feel that maybe going wrong, but man.
Yeah, I mean, if there was any team to knife, it's Cole, right? Like, think about Config. Think about that E-League knife. We all remember it on Overpass on that A site. Ooh, scary stuff. This man is a blade of his own, but JW almost loses his life, bouncing out back into main. Flame outside, his position known. And one more who was on the silo. Config's fallen off. Cole with late smokes. Wide ones at that. They've been keen to take the garage in rounds like this. And JW, you think about that Deagle round, he's coming back up from Secret. He's looking to do it again, but he might not see a whole lot because Cole only have one player and it's Blame crept into the garage. Golden's considering it. Oh boy, timing is everything and he's got the shot. JW not needed, although he doesn't know it. And now Cole going to try and crunch A. Brolin from the close position. He's got one. Poison trades, but there's so many more on the A site.
Yeah, but in doing so, now they're in the firing line of JW, and it's all left onto Obo. They're asking of a 1v4 from him. That's a big ask. And still an unknown player. Up on the rafters, I think it's Crims. And he will blindside Obo.
Yeah, he was there just about the entire round, just patiently waiting, knows it's a pretty secure spot. And overall, the bird's nest, if you will, the perch that sits above that A bomb site, that upper site. For Complexity, though, this hasn't gotten off to as swimming of a start as Mirage. But fear not. Last half of play for the first half. Last round of play even for the first half.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Yeah, the money has not been great for Cole, right? Even thinking back to the opening few rounds where they were running off of hero AKs and fumes. It's more of the same. Mac 10s, no AKs, 2 Galils, Blame waiting behind the Molotovs. The right time to pounce, and he does.
It's like a mix of Glaive and Blame. It's Glame.
Yeah, he's hiding behind red smoke, so maybe he's somewhat the same.
Look at JW going through. This time it gets the better of him. And now Cole, they're like, yeah, screw Secret. We'll find somewhere else. We'll find another place to lay our heads. Well, Poison, he's out for it right now. He does deal with the man back in hell, and that carves a path for Complexity. Brolin hidden at the CT vent, trying to make a bit of a stand here. And there's players in heaven, there's another at the door, and it's Rush that he's not ready for. Is now Flusher left in the clutch here. Round 15, he's going to be trying it no matter what. But how much can he get away with?
Up the ladder. Obo's here as well. He heard him running around. Flush is going to try and find him, sniff him out. Yes, he's got him through the metal. Now a flashback in. Plenty of util. The molly will do nothing. There's a player right below him as well. He's not going to check. He falls on his head and looking down, but it's all too late. Config with a tech closes it. It's still a great half of Fnatic, so you can't really get all too mad if you're on the Swedish side. But can they pull it back and perform the reverse sweep inside of this series? We'll have to see. Join us after the break for more Counter-Strike.
I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and I lose. I can't pretend to like you. It's just I never thought that you were sitting next to me. I don't understand. It's just I never seen you smile. You wanna make out with me second. What you finna do? No defense. I'll buy it if I want it. I'm going supersonic. Come on, beg for it. Alright, okay. Running out of luck. Too much in my club. Nishi, run it up. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. Shawty, I know. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. My team pop. Who really got the block? Sipping to rock in a cop car. They say they wanna party with us 12 S and how much be that boofy, it's a la. My feature price bigger than your bank account. You talk about it, but don't show us that about. These boys only flexing with that allowance. We swimming in the down. I'm only f***ing you if your toes cute. Brown skin, goddamn, that's my soul food. I'm winning for the record, check your memo, bro. Generation of destruction, you'll remember us. LSD used to do promethazine. I only THC, NSC is minor lean. We no longer up next on top. Like your girl, but she counting my checks. There's no defense. I'll buy it if I want it. I'm going supersonic. Come on, beg for it. Alright, okay. Running out of luck. Too much in my cup. Nishi, run it up. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. Shawty, I know. Why you always tripping like you top? Cause you not my team pop. My team pop.
I could make it. Sacrifice all my time towards greatness. Been alone in the dark, isolated. And my dreaming isn't real, we're separated. I never know it's coming my way, yeah. Cold out of stone, stay out of my lane, yeah. Leave me alone, this is my
Welcome back, everybody. We are in the dark here. Fnatic taking on Complexity, and it's been a dark first half for Complexity. After a triumphant first map, they look to redeem themselves, bounce back here in the second half of play on Nuke, and we're ready to get this one started. I've got Harry and Hugo with me. We're ready to pick up a pistol round, about as ready as we could possibly be. That being said, it's going to be a fan of a play here for the side of Fnatic. They're spreading out in a lot of different ways, outside with a lot of, well, a lot of presence.
Yeah, they've thrown this hell smoke rather. That's an interesting one to pull into the pistol. While JW and Golden are doing all this, the other three are trying to move into ramp room. Obo trying to shut this one down, but they've already gotten up and past him. He does deal with one, and now we're into this kind of awkward situation where Crimson Flusher, they're trying to get this bomb down at B while the rest of the gang are getting picked apart up on the A site. Golden trying to hold firm, and he's doubled up. Poison still ready to come his way, but Golden is putting on a show, and it's Config left last alive over in the vents. He's gone back up. He wants to deal with Golden, but you can't. What a round from Golden, man. That's nuts.
And you've never seen anything like it, Hugo.
No, we've never seen anything at all, Trace. I want to commend Harry for casting that entire round off of the minimap and the minimap alone. That's impressive
Harry
stuff.
Russell.
I'm pretty good at it, man.
Either way, for Complexity, not really the pistol round that you want to see or not see therein. But here we go. We're back off to the races. It's going to be Golden with the bomb in hand. And for us, just a pretty standard setup here for Complexity. They need to contain Fnatic. They don't want them to get ahead of themselves.
Scout rallying off in the garage. Poison, he's going to back up. Flusher putting pressure on ramp. Fnatic just defaulting right now, holding strong. Chilling in the lobby, but going back late outside.
Axing and relaxing, they even say.
Actually, Blame's just come out as well to support Poison. Oh, they move away. Timing could get the better of Complexity as they had the right call for a second. There are those smokes going through for Fnatic. Blame's gone to ramp, Poison's gone to hell, and Fnatic only sending one player behind it. It's Brolin going dip down below. Fnatic in no rush as they group up in the lobby.
Yeah, Blame has already rotated down. He's here early and he's trying to go toe-to-toe with the opposition, but it's actually going to be Config opening this round up.
It's a back and forth sort of affair here, and the scout from heaven, well, really can't land the shot that it's looking for. Complexity. This one's starting to become dire, albeit they did only have pistols remaining. So we look for something a little bit more signature, a little bit more in depth in the upcoming round.
Oof. Just a save for Blame here. What else can he really do? Fnatic is spread out in every direction. And they're hunting him down. Flush is going for the hunt. Pushing towards the spawn. Good luck, Blame. Because even if you get past Flusher, there's 2 more Ts coming your way. Flash high, Flusher checking the corner. Blame just trying to cower back. And he's not going to get out of that one alive. It will be Fnatic. This is just an excellent game. And Nuke, I don't know how this has happened. They looked to sleep on their map pick. Complexity had all the answers. And now that we flip the sides, now that we flip into Cole's map pick, well, the answers, they're not there yet. But we know Cole's CT side can be strong. And we're waiting for the rifle rounds to see what it involves.
Yeah, no money now, though, for Complexity as a result of going for that force. So Fnatic, they're standing to take 13. And once again, they send Brolin outside, a flurry of utility into the A site. And now they slow it down somewhat. Obo smoked off in main. Blame's at least rotated in. It's only pistols, right? So there's not really much riding on this one for the side of Complexity. And that's why Fnatic are just taking it so slowly right now.
Yeah, CSGO HUD, beautiful thing indeed. Very, very slow, quiet round, and rightfully so. Nobody wants to make that wrong move. Complexity's in a pretty pivotal position in terms of, okay, you concede around here, you lose one of the next 2, you're in dire straits, and this map, well, that could be all she wrote. But if you're going to climb back, this is going to be it. The action comes out over into the bomb site, and so far, 2 players having fallen make it 3, and now just 1 lonely Complexity player in Config, and he's going to have to try to thwart what is a bomb plan here from Flush & Company. Can't seem to do that. They will find him with a grenade to end the round out. 13 for Fnatic.
Yeah, luckily with the force and the follow-up save, Poison can buy the AWP in the first rifle round, so we do have that in play now for Cole. All the money, all the guns, but not many chances to perform. Up against 13. This is kind of how Fnatic were back on Mirage. If you remember, it was like 14 rounds to Cole when Fnatic had their first and only buy round in that side. They got 4 rounds in the map. Complexity, they don't want to be in the same state. And so pressure is on to win this round. Fnatic have been laying down the pain and fast towards the door. They look to bring it again. Golden, he's already out into the open, but Cole is spraying them down, rush with an opener, and Fnatic won't follow up. They go back towards ramp, up against Obo. It's a mess. Shots everywhere. Bombs dropped as well. Brolin will trade, but Fnatic have a chance to get down to B. They just got to get past Poison.
Yeah, they've been able to bypass him. Config here in the double door with Blame rotating in through Secret. Smoking off the double and single side, so Decon and double doors both smoked out, and that should afford a plant for JW in spite of Config's best efforts to deny it through the smoke. Could have a bit of a duel between Blame and Brolin if all goes to plan. Rush and Poison do need to rotate, but Poison's rotation is held off by not knowing if ramp is cleared. Luckily enough, Blame winning his fight.
Okay.
Now another getting one down towards Decon, leaves it all on Flusher. A 1v3, this should be impossible, even for a man like Flusher, but he's opened up with the first. They're in the site, the bomb out in the open, but he does get dealt with by Rush. The defuse comes on in, and Complexity, they'll nab themselves a 6th round.
Yeah, and an important one too, and what is that climb back?
You have to be near flawless here, though. That's the worry, right up against 13.
We do have some breaking news just coming in.
Oh.
Gen G making the decision to remove Daps.
Oh.
Well, not making, actually, Daps step back.
Yeah, 4. Any replacement? Yeah.
Is he going to Valorant?
He said he's still looking to stay in CS.
Okay, respect.
But he said also he might not be staying in CS.
Also respect.
And he'll cross that bridge when he gets to it.
And that's some more respect. So Daps, you heard it here first, straight from Harry Russell's mouth, our sideline live action reporter here as we LARP around.
I'm down on the sidelines right now, and the server conditions, they are looking pristine.
Palpatine even. We're back at it. Complexity. This is a more dominant, this is a more convincing round thus far. Just 2 players alive for Fnatic in the size of Flusha and Krems.
Yeah, and they've just grinded to a halt. Like, what do you even do if you're Flusher or Krims here? I physically cannot see a way around this situation.
Yeah.
Crim still with the bomb outside. Flusher, he's hanging around in lobby, but Cole aren't giving them the fights. They're not giving aggression the way of Fnatic. That's what they're hoping for. A chance to get anywhere. Flusher spamming. Crim's drops smokes utility outside to try and get further position. Poison has the AWP there, but Flusher hiding behind the smoke. Just waiting for Crim's, biding his time, and Flusher's already gone for the action. It's down to Crim's 1-on-5. Not an easy spot to be in, that's to say for sure.
Yeah, you reckon? This is a pretty dire situation, even for a guy like Crims with a Z at the end of his name. Pretty hard to navigate. Oh, time. Oh, that's nice. Any more? Any more in the tank for Crims?
Early timeouts for Fnatic. It's better, sooner than when it's already too late, right? Trying to fix the issue that is Cole CT side early on in the second half. Obviously, money is going to be the mainstay here. You got to break through that. And for Fnatic, they barely got their own.
I can't pretend to like you.
Wow, dude.
Sorry, man.
That's good, man. That's good, right. So, 13-7. Let's really focus on what we got going on here. Complexity. Pretty complex situation to be a part of. You're 6 rounds behind. They've got to dig deep if they want to carve a path back in. But they have been doing that. Slowly but surely is the wheel turning for Cole. Still waiting around back in spawn off Fnatic. They're just chilling out, having a good time. Flusher playing around this ramp smoke. Obo is here on the other side, spamming some shots through. But right now, it's just silence all across the board. Now the outside smoke's going to get thrown over by Crims and by Brolin. Those are 2 names. But it's not outside. This is all to try and draw attention away, to allow these players to come through the door. Are they going to drop vent, or is this just a fight? They do go down, but Config also goes down into the vents. This is weird. This is an odd one. Oh, it's all gotten messy, and for Fnatic, it's kind of falling apart. You don't love it. You don't love it one bit, and this leaves Crims all alone back to ramp, but Obo's been patient here. Crims, is he ready for it? All his teammates dead and buried over towards A. And he might face the same fate here to Obo, and indeed he does. Complexity. It's another round on the board.
That was great for Config as well. Getting in the vents, spamming them, climbing up and down the ladder. They fall on his head. He's laying down so much damage through the wall as well, and just denying the entrance to B, denying that bomb plant in the lower side that Fnatic were hoping for. Maybe still a chance for Complexity after all in this second map. Not that they were to be counted out, but this was just so dominant, so one-sided at one point. Now the clock is changing, the times are changing. Another buy for Fnatic. They've got everything they need but the AWP, but Poison on the other side, back in CT once again. Blows exchanged on ramp, trying to get Obo's utility out. He still has a Molotov available, but everything else is done. Fnatic, they really do take their time on these T sides. Are they finally going to push behind the smokes? Most, they've had one player there at best. It's not been crossing towards Secret or even going towards Garage, as Cole often did on their T side in the first half. Now they send Golden out behind it. No one else. Back to the ramp by the looks of things.
Yeah, Blame dropped a Molotov into that little, like, angled outside smoke setup, and that's left a very weird setup there. Might be a gap for Poison to look through. Obo's uncovered the terrible truth that lurks at ramp, but Blame is here waiting around, trying to help his teammate out of danger. Poison also arriving now, and in with another. Ramp just gets annihilated for Fnatic. They move into that trifecta of death setup that Complexity were running, and if you've blinked, you've missed it. It's all left onto Brolin, and Poison's going to make quick work of him, isn't he? 9 on the board for Complexity. They are getting back into this game. The last 4 in a row coming up in favor of Cole, and I have to say, like, Blame, you know, it feels like he's back in the heads of Fnatic again, because he's masterfully read every single one of these rounds.
Yeah, double, triple ramp setup if you count Poison on that fast rotate there. So Fnatic just kind of walk into the Death Valley, as it were. More pistols for the Swedes. Fast outside. This time they will cross behind the smokes. It's about time. That volley causes problems, but Fnatic still get the bomb down lower, and that's their objective. Flusher above main roof. Waiting for a good time to drop. Config won't give him any noise just yet. And Fnatic actually own B. There's no one here to stop them from planting the bomb. It's a full 5-on-5 retake for Complexity. And even though it's against pistols, these ones can get out of control with the bomb ticking against them. Obo coming from ramp side. He's going to be joined by Blame as well. And Poison's even here with the orb. So heavy setup. No flashes to pop Fnatic back in, though.
Everyone's quickly falling in tow for Fnatic down through Secret. It's an all-in ramp retake for Complexity, and that's where Flusher can come in. He's currently in hell. He ran the gauntlet outside. He's actually going to decide against it and moves down towards the vents because his teammates are in a spot of bother. It's only JW left down at lower, trying to keep them off this bomb. It's all gotten a bit chaotic. But Complexity have snatched it away inside of the site. Try as JW and Flusher might. They get on that bomb. They deny any opportunity of taking them off of it. There's just 3 players like bodyguarding the man, defusing.
Yeah, Flusher, he's above as well, shooting through the floor. He has the lineup, man. He's hitting the shots. He actually tagged the diffuser, but he wasn't able to push it over the line and get the kill. I always like the idea of that, but I've yet to see it work out wonderfully in a pro match.
Think about it, if you remember, I found those really sick lineups. But then they removed some rope that was on the ground that would have made it work, so, yeah.
You got to find a new one then, Harry.
Yeah, I do.
Figure it out. Get back in the server, test it.
The news, but here we go. Poison outside, dealt with immediately. And so finally, Fnatic sat with a man advantage.
It's about time as well. Back to outside. It's how they got to be pretty easily with no contest, because Cole, when they've seen these smokes, they've often stacked ramp. And for good reason, Fnatic have liked these fakes, but this time heavy yard again. One round they've actually broken through in. Spam back for Config and Co. It's going to slow Fnatic right down. They sneak down behind these smokes, but they will mostly be able to get across. Flusher still waiting in the lobby. Obo alone on ramp. Finally, Cole are convinced by the fact that this is a B take, but they're yet to put any players down below, just in case Fnatic pull the old switcheroo and come back up from Secret and take A. It should be a free bomb plant here. Blame's coming in on ramp to support, but he reconsiders, checking outside once more, just to guarantee, just to confirm the fact that Fnatic are B. And they're about to give it all away once these doors are swung open or the windows busted. Flusher, will his lineup work this time around?
Obo wisens up to this, arrives on that rotate, but he's hung out to dry, caught in between 3 players all scoped up. This flank onto Flusher needs to come in, and it will from Rush to deliver a 3-on-3 back to Cole and make this whole round that much more doable.
Yeah, nade in. Golden's close this time. The flashes are there. He's going to try and take a fight, but he's overwhelmed, taken down. 2-on-3 here in the favor of Cole. Crims and Brolin with a crossfire in the site. They're going to run him down. First one gone. It's all on Crims. Clutch situation. Back of the dark spot. Config's already coming through on the rafters, and Crims is just biding his time. 8 HP. He hears the tap, and that's all she wrote. Config gets it done. Time for the defuse. And Cole up to 11.
Well, here we go. Complexity, they're making it happen. This felt undoable at the end of that last half, but what, 6 in a row now for Cole? This is quite the comeback story we have on our hands. They are looking to do what Fnatic never even had a chance to do back on Mirage. Up against overwhelming odds and making it feel doable. This would be quite the testament for Complexity if they are able to close this out in 2 after being down at 13-5.
Yeah, Fnatic have never really had this AWP on this T side either. Still on the flat rifles. It's not been money as an issue though, just a choice. Roland back outside on his own. Fnatic go back to the 4 lobby setup. Cole have been absolutely fine with giving away B and winning in the retakes and just heavy padding ramp in these rounds. Rush on A and 2 on the ramp side once again. Obo and Blame side by side as they often have been.
Here you go. You'll be glad to know we can see the game again.
Oh, that's so nice.
We can actually see what we're talking about.
Wow. I'll swap headsets then. You take this, Harry.
Yeah, it's going to be an upper play right now. Rush making quick work of it, and Poison comes in with even more.
Okay, we're back in action. Yeah, sorry, this has been a bit of a weird half, but some technical issues on our side of things. We're all back, and we are continuing on our stride. 13-12. Fnatic with another pause. That streak, that blue, it just keeps on rising. 7 in a row for Complexity. No signs of stopping. Fnatic had the pistol. They had the 3-0 lead, but off the back of a 10-5 half, you thought that would be enough. Complexity have not given them an inch back into this game. You lied to me.
I'm so
You
sorry,
lied to me.
Hugo. I'm so sorry. I think it's all good though, man. It'll work. Brolin, throw in some outside util.
HUD's overrated anyway.
Here's the outside play, I'm guessing. As they start to cross behind these smokes. And they will get down secret. Now, Config is already here, lying in wait. And he has opened up onto Brolin. No follow-up in sight just yet for Config. And a real slowdown now for Fnatic, as they have to pump the brakes in this one. Lose Flusher and Ramp at the meantime, and even though Crimson Golden have put up a kill between them, it's not enough to recuperate that lost advantage from earlier on. They're 2-on-3, their backs are against the wall, and now they've got to do something remarkable. And even if they try and hit this A site, I tell you who's waiting, I tell you who's been waiting all round long. Rush, that guy that we all know, we all love. No, not the CS Observer, I hear you say. No, I mean the major winner. Here he is over in that A site, Golden. Down here on B still, has Crims with him. Rush is actually pushed into the lobby and is holding the vent from deep within Squeaky. Now this might save his life, considering that Fnatic have moved back up through Secret and are now looking to move into this A side of the map.
Yeah, Rush with this angle might be able to just shut it all down. There's no smoke for Fnatic to throw in. They do cross past him. Rush has swap to the hut, and Crims at the back of the site with Golden. Plant can be allowed here. Both players on lower, aside from Rush. He does get a 1v1 on the cards. It's Crims now alone, stuck in the site with a double heaven rotate. That's what the bomb's for. He can't move far away, and Rush, well, he walks right into the crossfire. It's Rush to find another for Complexity. 13 rounds on this CT side. Are they ever going to stop? Are Fnatic ever going to find an answer, a solution? This is looking more likely to be a 2-0 by the second. I thought we had a 3-mapper on our hands with Fnatic lighting up the server, lighting up the scoreboard in this first half, but they have fallen silent on their T side.
So Hugo, I got to give you some props there.
Yeah.
You know, I think I got to give me, you and Trace some props. For the last, since what, round 15, we haven't actually been able to see the game in its entirety or really at all.
Well, delayed. We've been a few seconds behind it.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
you know, I hope that none of you guys watch it even notice, because that was kind of the vibe we were going for. Now that I've told you, yeah, I broke the whole grand illusion, didn't I? But come home to the stellar taste of breaking the grand illusion. Come home to Simple Rick.
Not bad. But this game, it's on, Harry. It's continuing. It's still going. The odds are against it. Reality not making a lot of sense right now, but Fnatic, Pistols, and Util. That's all they can muster. Config, rather, back in the vent. Poison's pushed. Oh, dear, he hears a feet, and he takes down Gold. And now the A-Rush. Rush is blind. Config is below, and so they can't really have many places to go. Oh, dear. Obo's going to drop off. They're just hounding down the kills, and the kills might come to them. Brolin with one off the Tech-9. Traded Crim's time to try in the 1-on-3. Poison's right in front of him. A quick dink for Crim's as well, but he backs up into Blame, and Cole finally take the lead for the first time in this map. That is unreal. 14-13. The eco gets swept from underneath Fnatic, and now they have money, but when has money ever saved them?
And that's the thing, man. You can see Cole, and we can see Cole getting pumped up now, right, and getting into this. We even have the fan cams. God, I've missed all of you. Hello. Even the stern-looking guys down in the bottom right. So 14-13. Complexity in the lead. This was 13-5, ladies and gentlemen. This was looking like a blowout victory for the side of Fnatic. But now Cole sit in the lead, and we get plunged into the darkness that is this series. JW to open up. Down through the vents, he's fast on it. Gets out of there. Blame having to readjust, but there's guys on top of main, and Blame... Oh, this is weird. This is weird. Flusher doesn't know, but Blame also doesn't know. And so it's a battle of who knows more, who knows first. And Flusher is the man who knows the most. He drops him out here towards outside. 5-on-3, and Fnatic, they might finally be about to grace us with a T round. However, Obo, oh, he gets caught. Brolin holding for it. This is all falling apart. This is guaranteed to be a 14th. Unless Rush just does the unthinkable in a 1v5, he's got to ace it.
He has been the top dude for Cole in this game, right? He's been holding on to that ace site every single round, putting up multi-kills. Not today, though. Fnatic will avoid him. They'll head down below, and Crimson the plant. Of course, this is going to happen this way, isn't it? Fnatic goes silent for 9 rounds in a row, and then finally back on the board when they need to the most. They still want to make this a 3-mapper, and that could be on the cards. Rush not able to save, but the money's still there for Complexity. They can buy up for these final 2. And I say final 2, well, OT, that's a possibility as well.
It's well within reaching distance, you know?
Damn right, Trace.
I mean, it's just right there for the taking for either side. And I'll just say, as right now I'm inside of the server itself, it's such a...
What are the conditions?
I mean, you know, it's nice, slight breeze out of the north. Looks like a pretty clear sky day, partly overcast. Server conditions, Palpatine. But moreover, a palpable round. As we take a look at it, it's going to be Molotov on top of Hut. And so far, so good for the defense at Complexity.
We haven't been seeing this AWP on JW throughout this entire T side, so he's finally pulled it up in round number 29. That could be a shocker to Complexity. That could catch them off guard, seeing this weapon being wielded. It's in the door right now. Poison has his. JW firing off shots, though, through the smoke, and now they know.
Yeah, that AWP is no longer a surprise. Blame outside. What's he able to do? Because Flusher, he's been a real annoying kind of guy over here towards outside. Blame, he's so good at keeping his eye out for when these smokes are about to come over and then mollying them off. He just tells as well, based on how many smokes that are inbound, as to where he needs to be putting this molly, because he also left a hole in that triple smoke outside earlier on. But it's not an outside play for Fnatic. That's an interesting smoke. They just smoked off Blame all the way back in CT. I don't know how they did that, but it's an A play regardless, and down goes Rush. Ooh. Poison now, more than ever, needs to keep this game in the hands of Cole. And with Blame dealing with Brolin outside, they've done exactly that. They leave themselves in a 4-on-3 retake at this A site. It still isn't going to be easy. It is going to be a grind to get back into this one, but it's map point on the line from 13-5, now 14 all. And for Complexity, this is their moment. This is the time to take it back in hand, but JW has stolen that moment away. Crim's falling, Poison with the no-scope from there. My word, JW not able to hold the door. It falls to Flusher, who's wrapped all the way around. Poison on the 10-second stick, and Flusher, while he does get the first, there's no follow-up, and Complexity match and series point now 15-14.
Can you believe it, Harry and Hugo? This is going to be one we have to look back over. The footage is going to be there. All the evidence in the pudding, right where we left it.
Yeah, blind shot for Poison, not a no-scope.
Yeah, not a no-scope, Harry.
Would have been,
That's
fine, dude. We're not gonna harp on you.
I said the wrong,
Words are hard, man.
Words
Icons
are hard.
Even harder.
We can harp on Harry for that because, well, we can, but we won't.
You could, and you have that power, and so I have to respect you. I get it.
And we probably will. 15-14. Cole, this is it. This is their time to close the series in a 2-0. This felt like a 3-mapper. This tasted like a 3-mapper. But right now, Fnatic might have fallen apart at the final hurdle. That ult for JW looked like it could have done the damage. He found one in the door, but traded and overwhelmed. Golden with the close smoke towards outside. They're going to try and cross into main quickly, overtake the safe side. Not looking is Rush, who's been so stellar, but in round number 30, he falls short. Poison with one, needs to double down, but he's getting overwhelmed. Run through the corner, it's Flusher jumping, and Config drops in the vent. Now a man down. Coldest has OT written all over it, but Obo wants to put a stop to it with one. Stops the bomb from getting planted, at least temporarily. Blame's gone outside as well. That Molotov will keep the secret player stuck. Config's going to run right through it. He doesn't care, but he burns in the final few seconds. It's overtime here between Fnatic and Complexity. We're going to throw it to a break. We'll be right back with the bonus rounds.
This is not a drill, hold nothing back. It's shoot to kill. In this leap of faith that you're in me true. You stand alone, but I'll watch over you. The clock is ticking, the clock is ticking. A single second could mean everything. Time is running, the time is running out. Don't give up. Introduce me, I'm the renegade. Ooh, every single night, I crave the taste. It's the adrenaline running through my gate. It gets me high, high, high. Got no time to waste. Ain't got time for small talk. I tell you the truth. I'm after you. I'ma tell you the truth. Not in it to
We're going to jump back into this one with roughly 8 seconds left on the freeze time. It's Complexity, it's Fnatic, and it's overtime even on the second map of the series. Nuke is where we're going to try to settle this one. If you're Complexity, this is where you wanted to stop. If you're Fnatic, you want something different than the results of the first map. And we would too. Give us that show. Let's see what they've got here. Overtime, first round. Brought to you by Hugo and Harry.
Yeah, this is certainly different to say the least, right? A 16-4 to now OT in a game that I don't really know how it went this far, but...
Yeah, I don't really understand what's happening. I feel underqualified to talk about this. Trace, you have plenty of qualifications on your resume.
Yeah. Which qualification are you looking me to execute, to be exact?
Your management. I'd love for you to delegate between me and Hugo.
Okay.
Who's doing what?
So let's get Harry in the later stages of the round, and then Hugo, I want you to give more of like, I wouldn't necessarily call it color, but obviously I want you to give the color commentary.
Okay.
And provide, a more in-depth analysis. Set the stage.
Wow,
Hugo, set that stage up. Go.
Only Harry and I had this conversation before. I mean, we've never discussed how to cast.
Yeah, but you've never been delegated.
Well,
yeah, get delegated.
I got to do what I'm told. And Brolin, he's been told to go outside on his own, crossing behind the smokes. Classic for Fnatic. They've been doing this all game, but not to the best of successes. Russia tagged by the AWP ramp. Won't be committing off the back of that one. Poison falls off, and Fnatic want this A site. They're going to use Brolin to get there.
Oh dear, Rush with the double, up from the rafters. But the life raft that is this A site is not as safe as it might seem. BlameEp is here to put punches all over it, and Config there as well. It's the Dane game, in for 2, but Poison left in the clutch. He hears the plant, he runs the gauntlet, Crims is off it. Oh, he nails the shot. Fnatic, 16 to their name as they just about get that one past the keeper at the very, very end.
I like the idea for Poison, right? He hears the plant, he thinks he can rush it, but it's actually behind the silos. Crims is covered anyway, and at this point in OT, you can easily make the argument that, like, the money doesn't matter, so giving him the plant, using the element of surprise, Poison would have been there so quickly anyway, but Crims, yeah, he's an expert, and he's going to get it done with no issue. A one-on-one shut down and locked in for Fnatic, the first of OT. I wish they could have had that round yonks ago, but Brolin running the gauntlet once again outside behind the smokes. Blame's already here. He crossed the secret. Poison's got the ramp pick as well. They know what to expect, and they will deal with it well. 2 shots for Poison. 5 on 2. This Swede saw has tipped back and forth, and then back again, this time in the favor of Cole, and they will close it, and quick as you like it. That round is a lock-in for Cole. 1 more of the half. And really, at this point, Cole definitely want the 2-1. Like, they if anything, need the 2-1 because Fnatic had a stellar CT side to start. It's been a game of CT sides. It is Nuke after all.
I mean, this whole game's been a rush, if you think about it. I'm talking about
rush.
Yeah, tearing it up. 30-23. Come on, guys. I mean, we are in overtime. It's a bit of a rush itself.
Yeah, man. No, that's funny. I mean, you could say this is a golden run.
Oh, JW running outside before the smoke's plume, finding Poison. Harry's trying to contain and control himself, but sometimes we can't. We have to put him on a leash.
Yeah, he looked a little crazy right there, the way he looked at me. I'm not going to lie to you all. Easy kill for Blame, easy 2 kills for Blame, but Crim's there for the trade, and that's going to begin to salvage what started off in a bad way. Complexity, though, off on that right foot. Just Crims and Flusha. A duo as old as time itself. Their father unknown. Hobo with the AUG outside. He's going to be treated with a sweet delight of Flusha.
Oh dear. Oh, yeah, no. When Flusha sees you, that's bad news, right? He looks him dead in the eye. Obo knows at that point, like, I need to do something. And
I got to go.
Like, just hits like every available panic button. He like scopes but runs and then shoots a little. And yeah, versus Flusha, you need a plan, you need calculation. Because this man, terrifying to have to deal with. He's gone back towards T side, making sure that no one was on the T roof. Very methodical. Doesn't want to get his jimmies rustled by someone up on that T roof. So now Flusha coming back in towards the lobby. Rush has also been in the lobby himself. it's and we say this a lot, but it's a weird round because they're just missing each other on timings. It's going to come into an A play and Config waiting at the T vent. Here's the door swing, does deal with Flusher, but now Crims knows he's there. Going to get the better of him, but that's where Rush peaks and wins out that first half of OT for Complexity.
Boy, oh boy.
It's lit. In here, the studio lights coming on. We're really putting everything into perspective.
Yeah, great round from Blame. I love the trigger discipline, right? He waits until he can at least, stall out as long as he can before he feels like he's at risk of getting caught, and gets 2 for it as well. JW is boosted above red. Back to flat rifles for Fnatic. No AWP on the CT side. That's an inquisitive decision, but we'll see what they want to do with their Golden. Playing Garage. JW supporting outside as well. Rush is going to run him down, and the flash is good as well. Fast on his feet, and even faster when he hits a shot. 2 kills before he's traded by Crimson Heaven, and hell is controlled, but not for long. Brolin swings out from main, a risky move, but Cole were already down and B behind this smoke, so I like that idea. Fnatic initially thought it was an A play off the back of that flank, but now they've got lower control and a safe bomb plant as well for Obo.
Yeah, Blame close to ramp as well could cause some real problems for these Fnatic rotations. Brolin is a man right now who can make all the difference. He swings that double door, gets the info that Blame was close to ramp. Poison, where's he at? He's still having a bit of a crisis on A. Blame does need assistance. Like, I know he's jacked, but asking him to go toe-to-toe with these 2 men is not an easy task indeed, and that's where the AWP's going to come into play now, trying to peek ahead of this smoke. Grim spamming, Poison now swinging, and these 2 orchestrating it well, but Flusher has boarded into a 1v1. There's just no time for him, and Blame's there to put the nail in the coffin. It's 18 on the board for Complexity. Match and series point once again for Cole. Now, bear in mind, and I've said this now maybe 100 times, so if this is something that you need to hear again, I'm going to say it. This was 13-5 for Fnatic. This was their game. It was their chance to do what Complexity, or to do to Complexity what Complexity did to them moments ago on their map pick and Mirage. But no, it looks like Cole might slip away with the 2-0 unless Fnatic can long us out to a second OT.
Oh, JW takes a shot. He's going to have a hit, but Poison fires back and walks into the scope. Bomb dropped at the back of lobby. Fnatic know not to fear outside at least. Flush with another AWP. They go from none to 2. Fnatic have a lot of info, a lot of control right now. They know the lobby is not clear, but somewhat emptied. Flusher, no, he's not going to go forward, is he? He's timing this with his teammates in door. They're clearing out everything, and they've already realized Obo at the back of lobby has dropped JW and Brolin. Is he ready for the second AWP, though, as Cole, they take the spacing they were given back inside. Blame plays the smokes in the yard where 2 Fnatic players are. Flusher waits for the swing. There it is. Does he think there's more, though? Hanging on. As is Blame, as the smoke fades. Golden should have him from the side, and he does. Half health in the process. Flusher hasn't moved. He's still waiting for them to come through the lobby. Rush has no gun. I don't know where it got up to, where it was dropped. But
Rush is like, guys.
Maybe he can find one.
Oh dear. Config lives to tell the story that Flusher is in trophy room and now finds himself another. Rush, is he lagged out? I think he might have. Yeah, he's gone, mate. So it's all on to Config. This was a 1v3 when it began. 1v2 now. Config. Been around trying to go back up the vents, but Flush is just waiting. Flusher is waiting patiently. And now Rush, this is it. Moment we've all been waiting for. 900 ping king, ladies and gentlemen. 5 seconds. Can he do anything? Rush coming in from the lobby, but Fnatic, they get a 17th. It's high octane, it's high pressure, and it's high ping for Rush to end that round.
And it's a high pause right here as we take a tech break from what it seems. Tech timeout. Called there from the side of Complexity. It was a crash. I don't think it was even the high ping. He just straight up crashed, according to my inside sources here.
He was moving. I don't know what happened. Maybe his monitor went off, right? Like, yeah, it could have been anything. We know how these problems plague us. That's such a shame for Cole. That could have been a very winnable round. Down the vent with the bomb, a chance to plant, almost catches Golden on the flank. If Rush was just back in lobby there, he could have helped out. But, yeah, the round was already live. Damage had been done. And so as a result, Fnatic, they keep this game going. They keep the midnight oil burning, and they might be bringing us to another overtime. Obviously, once Rush is back in the picture. And it appears that Rush is back in the picture.
Ah.
Will that ruffle Complexity's feathers, Trace?
I don't know. I'd rather ruffle them than rustle them, that's for sure.
Whoa. Why?
It just sounds a little less abrasive, I guess.
Oh, fair play, man.
I'm going to rustle you up. Or I'm going to ruffle you up.
Flush is AWPing over JW. Position-based.
Ruffle copter.
Yeah, man, we all remember that meme.
Yeah, the one from 1982, that meme.
I think it was Sir Thomas Edison came up with that one.
Sir Thomas Edison.
Sir Thomas, of course. I know him, yeah. Put some respect on his name, man.
Oh,
Crims and JW, they're not shy of putting respect on their names. They've opened this round up with 2. Poison brings it back, but he's now just onto Obo, and he falls as well. It's another overtime locked on in, 18-18, and this game just keeps on giving up the goods.
And they could be a third map. There could be Vertigo after this. Like, that's super exciting. You know, not a go-to map for either of these teams. One that Cole have shown their face on before. But I'm surprised we have that in this series. Or do we have that in this series? Cole don't want it to be. And Blame knows, man. Blame knows this game could and should already be done if Rush was still in the server at that point. We run it back again. CT side for Fnatic. 2 apiece on these CT halves in OT. Smokes it down, and we got many members moving behind them. Config up on the main roof as well, can drop in at a moment's notice. Poison's fighting, but he can't see anything above that smoke from the top of red. That might change, but double scoping. Ooh, could leave him dead. He dodges the flash. And Golden gets rushed. Config with the opener. Crims is still playing behind a smoke. Flusher drawing the attention. That's all that Fnatic need. The bomb has been thrown into main with Obo dying. That's not how you want it to go. And Crims and JW pinch outside at the perfect point. 4-on-2. Brolin sees the legs, and he wants him dead. It's Blame alone.
And feathers ruffled, Jimmy's rustled, and it's Fnatic reaching 19 on the board. Complexity. Heartbreak right now. That third map of Vertigo waiting in the wings, and Fnatic are doing everything they can to get us there. Here you go, man. I remember a nice long Nuke game that we had last night. Me, you, Fates, Eku, playing versus the Isaacu Boars. Oh, I think that's the name.
Yeah, dude, we get it. You beat pros in ESEA.
Yeah, man. Well, that's why you guys should check out ESEA. It's pretty great. There's a bunch of pros that play over there, and you can match up. And who can forget about Rain's impact in that round, man? Like, Rain, secret guy in the server. Rain takes me back, man. We all remember when he was on Fnatic.
As far as I'm aware, placements are free to play on ESEA during the course of Pro League. So go check it out, play.esea.net, and you can maybe net yourself some flags, some RWS.
We've played versus some pretty cool people on there as well. Like, literally, it feels like the entire Bulgarian esports scene. I feel like we've played up against a bunch of them.
All the Polish pros.
Yeah, Polish pros.
Diha the other day, we want to pug on you.
Yeah. We also have Fates as well. Our man Fates knocking around, and Eku is not teammate, but pug mate.
Yeah, dude, some great guys over there. Right now, it's Fnatic a round up. Looking for another 2-1 CT side, or Flawless if they can make it. No AWPs. Not for the CTs, rather. Poison has his. Crossing behind the smokes. Oh dear, there's a gap in that one. JW's lurking below. He's been a problem in the secret before, and he looks to be again through the air. Blame dead. JW throwing nades. They're going to run him down. That's what you get as Cole head B.
Oh, but the smoke fade for Golden nets him that 3-on-3. Not letting it spiral out of hand just yet. Crims is waiting for Rush as well. And so for Complexity, it's another one of these man advantages slipping away from them. Fnatic, the trade work has been spectacular. Brolin sneaking through, and all the effort he made sneaking cancelled out by Golden, just dropping down the vent. However, Poison still gets blindsided. And so now it's left onto Config, and he can't even get past Crims. 20 on the board for Fnatic. They're looking to do this flawlessly in the second overtime. JW,
I'm impressed he gets away with one there, but flying through the air and giving him those kills. Crims has been stellar in this map as well. Think about how slow he was to start on Mirage, but right now he's over 30 kills, top of his team. This one's going the distance. And then maybe some more. We haven't really seen much ramp action for Cole. They've not been wanting to take down Flusher, who has had that AWP in play, but Cole are going to go back to it this time. The one round where this weapon is back and Flusher dropping the molly. They're through it already. They're past. They line up, but Flusher falls down to the depths below. Config does get that kill. It's coming to cost, though. A man up off Fnatic. B may be open, but A is no question about it. Golden with another outside. He's been great at that. And even though Cole have B, this plant is not going to be easy with Brolin in the door. He could run it down. He opens it up. Config waits. That molly makes a problem, and Obo gets pushed out as well with one onto Golden. The bomb dropped, and Obo in a clutch. Surely this is too much to ask for.
Yeah, he does have a whole minute, and 1 minute can buy you many a thing in Counter-Strike, including offering up that 1v1 onto JW. He's time-rich, but resource poor here is Obo. 1v2. Now he repositions, looking for anything he can. There's a crossfire set up between Crims and Brolin, ramp and the site. These are the two places that Obo is going to have to switch between. And as a result, this round is incredibly hard to navigate. He's very much relying on Fnatic overstepping and giving him a kill that they shouldn't. Gonna try and throw this Molotov in, but not gonna win any awards for that one. Down goes Brolin, but that's where Crims swings. The little hinge in that play. As Obo swings the door open, Crims is there to lock it in. 21 on the board for Fnatic and now 1 away from Vertigo.
And you look at that situation for Obo and it's like, oh man, you know, what is the right play here? What is the right path? I'm between a rock and a hard place. I'm stuck right here in these double doors. But overall, well played and good patience on the veteran squad of Fnatic to wait that one out. Miss Molotov didn't help anything for young Obo. And neither does another round for Young Complexity. 21 for Fnatic. They want to take us all the way to Vertigo.
Yeah, and you say veteran squad, that's a great point, because this just shows Fnatic's resilience. As much as they did bottle their T-side in regulation, it took them 2 OTs, but they might just do it. They might just take it over the line. 1 round separates them from Vertigo, but Poison with a fast shot onto Golden. There's a player down the vent. There's a couple, in fact, with the bomb in tow. Flusher finding Config outside, and JW with an entry onto B as well. Fnatic are winning all their duels, and they're looking confident while they do. Blame misses the cross as Flusher jumps over. He fires a shot, though. Blame should be alerted. Poison's going back for it, but Flusher's climbing above. Can Blame hit the shot or the timing to stop him? Poison should know. Blame's got the shot above the smoke, but Poison kills his teammate. He sees smoke spam, and he fires right back. That is not what you want. This could have been a 3-on-3 retake, but now it's up to 1 man and 1 man only, looking to redeem himself and pull Cole out of this map instead of by Fnatic sending us to a 3rd. That is not how you want the cookie to crumble, but Fnatic take a sweet bite out of this series. It is going to go the distance. It may have looked like a done one in the first half, but oh boy, Vertigo, it's just around the corner. Stick around.